All right, folks, good morning. Let's get started here. So for today, Friday, the 13th of June, we have the following information. At 10 a.m., we're going to have preliminary U of M consumer sentiment and preliminary U of M inflation expectations. These are two major reports, so we should expect some significant volatility at that time. As far as the QQQ ETF, you can clearly see that we are trading lower. The markets have gapped lower overnight, and that's a pretty substantial gap. Let's see, we're at about $6 lower per share. And let's just see this in context as far as the neighborhood we're trading in. So let me switch this to a 10-minute chart. All right, so sorry, wait, that's not doing what I wanted. There we go. So that puts us in the lower end of the more, well, not the lower, more like the middle of the recent range that we've seen since May. More like maybe the upper middle. So it is significantly down, but obviously if you look at it in context, not dramatically down, but nevertheless. All right. Market action yesterday was mostly bullish. It wasn't a strong day. I would say it was a gradual grind up sort of day, but we can clearly see the VWAP was trending very well. So therefore, you had consistent buying pressure moving the stock price, the markets up. Having said that, we did find one opportunity yesterday that we exploited, which was Broadcom, AVGO, of course, is the symbol. This one was able to reach, it didn't reach our target number two, actually. It got close, but it topped out, sorry, it topped out at 257.89. Our T2 was at 258.29, so we didn't actually reach our desired target, but we were able to take a good profit off of that one. And let's take a look at what's moving in the pre-market. So it's loading up my list here. Let's see what we got. All right, so first up is, hold on for a second. Okay. First up is, let's see, I see a number of things that came up, but they're not, I can tell they're not qualified. APLD is first. I'm going to check. All right, this is currently now, yep, it's down 2.72%. So not down enough. It would have to be down 6% or more. So we'll have to skip that one. CGTL is next. That one's up 19% on 4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we're going to go ahead and add that one to our pre-market watch list. The symbol is CGTL. Next up is ICON, which is currently up 70% on 32.3 million shares. Is at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ICON to our list. Next up is KLTO, which is presently down 3.5%. So not down enough, so we'll skip that one. All right, next up is MicroAlgo, MLGO. Oh, actually, that's trading under $1 per share, so never mind. Yeah, it's down 14%, but it's under $1 per share, so we'll have to skip that one. All right, let's check out NVIDIA, which should be down 1.6%. So not down enough. That means NVDL is going to be down about 3.2%. Yeah, so not down enough. So we'll skip that. All right, next up is ONDS. That's currently at 2.92%, so not up enough, so we can skip that one. Let's check out Palantir. That's probably down, but let's see. Yeah, 1.64%. It's not down enough, so we'll skip that one. Let's see, Plug Power. It's down 3%, so not down enough. We'll skip that one. Okay, this one looks good. PRZO. That's currently up 18%, 3.8 million shares, at least $1 per share. So that fully qualifies. We'll add PRZO to our list. And next up is RBNE. That's currently up about 270% on over 26 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll definitely add that to our pre-market watch list. And that's not a reverse split or anything like that. That's it is actually up that amount. So RBNE is now added. Next up is RGTI. That's currently down 2.98%. So we'll skip that since it's not down enough. RXRX we'll check. That's down 5%. So was down more before, but not now. It doesn't look like it's going to qualify. So we'll skip that. All right, SBET, that looks like it's down a lot. Yep, down 69%. SharpLink Gaming down 69% on 6.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we will add that to our radar. Buys about $462.9 million worth of Ethereum. Okay. I think that's the news. Toro is next. That's currently up 13.42% on 4.8 million shares, at least $1 per share as well. So we can add that to the radar. And next up is Tesla. Okay, that's only down 1.86%, so not enough. TSLO, yeah, 3.7. All right, so that's not down enough. And then finally we have USEG. And that is up 90% on 50 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, of course. So we'll add that to our radar. All right, folks, so if you see any other stocks meeting all four of our criteria, other than the ones I've already mentioned, of course, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. We're looking for a NASDAQ list of stocks trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. They also must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, and as of the moment we're looking at them, they must be at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. Okay, NUKK. Nucleus. Okay, that's currently up 27.6% on 1.4 million shares, roughly at least $1 per share. So we will add that to our list. NUKK. All right, any other NASDAQ listed stocks, folks, that are trading at least $1 per share in this current pre-market and have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and are at a 6% or greater price change, could be positive or negative. Let me know in the chat. We will take a look. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today then. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 4 likes, but a lot more than 4 people watching, so please be sure to hit that like button. Folks, that greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm as we continue to grow our channel. Also, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay, you're not familiar with our company, be sure to check out fundertrading.com. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 17 minutes. We'll pick up for today's session. All right, folks, have a great weekend and have a great trading session. I'll see you for our next Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.